Get that beer. All right, what's up, Lando? How you doing, man?
Fantastic, dude. How you doing?
Doing good. Glad you can join.
Of course, of course.
So, quick introduction of yourself. How are you? Who are you? And why is you?
Um, all right. Well, I am Lando. I joined Legends around December. I think it was like early December, like December 11th or something like that.
Okay.
And yeah, I am currently in college and I'm actually doing this from my dorm room. It was a hassle to set up, but got it working and shit. So pretty proud of that. But I also speedrun as well. And yeah, I just love hanging out with the whole community. It's a great time. Everyone here's a pleasure. So yeah.
I'm glad to hear that, man. That was amazing. Awesome. How long have you been? Oh, yeah, I mean, you already answered that. You've been in Legends for. Okay, joined December. It's already March. About three, four,
So
four
it's been
months.
about yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's been great. I fucking love it here. It's amazing.
Hell yeah, dude. And when did you decide, like, when was that moment you realized, yeah, like, Legends is the home. Legends is the shit. This is where I belong. I love it so much. I can't stop joining the PCs, hanging out at the parties, playing the games, the memes,
I
the funnies.
yeah. Uh-huh. Right. I really don't know, to be honest with you. Like I think at one point it just clicked and I was like, you know what? I really like these guys, and I just wanted to I wanted to be a part of it. And
Hmm.
here I am now, and y'all are some of the closest friends I have. So I mean, I'm really glad I met you guys. So
Hell yeah. Would you probably think maybe it was like the Christmas party or just around that time after that? It was like, yeah.
well, actually, the Christmas party. The thing with the Christmas party is like, see, I met you the night before that. And
Mm-hmm.
I knew literally no one else in Legends. So the day, and you can look at the footage. It's
Yeah.
just a bunch of moments of me just trying to fit in with a bunch of people, and it just didn't really work. Um, back then my VR chat name was LMW with the underscore at the end. So, um, it's been a long time coming for sure. I don't think the Christmas party was one of my brightest moments in the server because I just really struggled to like start conversation with
Mm-hmm.
people and all that. But I think it's really when I started to join the VCs more often and get to know people more on a personal level. I think that's really when things started clicking for me, and I was like, this is where I belong. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. hmm
Good to hear, man. Hell yeah. What got you into VR, you know? When did you decide, I'm gonna buy the headset, I'm gonna get the full body and all that and just, enjoy this chaotic, degenerate platform that we use
Yeah.
every day?
Right. Well, I started. Okay. My first VR headset was the Quest 1.
Ooh.
Uh, yeah, a rough time. Yeah, that was a very, it was a good purchase for me because I wouldn't have this index without it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good way to introduce VR to me and get into it a little bit. I wasn't huge into VR chat back then. I tried it out a bit, but I didn't really find myself getting around too well. So I played games like Beat Saber, Pavlov, Super Hot, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. And I think those games are really kind of what got me in love with VR. Now, I will say, so after the Quest, I did buy the Index about like a year ago, I think, year or two.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, for a while, it was just collecting dust. Like I wasn't using it for a long time. But eventually, I was like, hey, I want to get back on VR chat. Like I haven't tried VR chat in a very long time. And you know, I I got on and went to a drinking night, and that's when I met Mango.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I got introduced to Legends and how I, got into it and all that, and I met you guys, and yeah, the rest is history. I mean, I love VR chat now, and just hanging out with all you guys. It's It's a great time. It's a
What
great time. But yeah,
what
that's kind of how I got into it.
what aspects of VR chat did you like that really you're into the most? Is it like the parties, the dancing community, the drinking, the aesthetics of like the avatars, all that? Like what brings you back in? What reels you in? What are you looking for every single night that like makes you want to come back and just suck up more of it that you enjoy so
Hmm.
much?
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, all those little things are, nice and dandy, but I think the big thing about VR chat that I love so much is just the social aspect of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, you can meet so many different people from so many different like places and stuff like that, and like once you get to know them, it's just really interesting to hear, people's stories, what got them into VR chat, like why they're here, what they do, stuff like that. I mean, it's really nice. Obviously, the parties and the drinking is pretty fun, but I think the biggest thing that really keeps me coming back into this game is meeting new people, making new friends, and just getting to know people from all across the world. I mean, it's a lot of fun.
And have you been like, I mean, who's the farthest from the world that you're like super best friends with? If you can name someone or if you know
Pro-
them.
Probably Taz.
Oh,
Probably Taz.
Tasmani. Yeah. The friendly neighborhood
Yeah,
German.
yeah. Oh yeah, all the way from Germany. Taz. I love that man. He's hilarious.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly. I think I just met Taz in a VC once. I think that's kind of how I met him. But yeah, no, he's a great, funny lad.
Funny gas guy, as
He
some would say.
yeah, funny gas guy, of course, of course. Love that guy.
And what's the meaning behind your username, Lando? How did you come up with it?
Well, see, I never really came up with it. For a while, it was a childhood nickname because my real name's Landon,
Okay.
so people just shortened it to Lando, for short. And it was a nickname of mine all the way back in like elementary school, and it's just kind of carried on through middle school, high school, college. I mean, it's just kind of what I go by now.
Hmm.
I mean, you can call me Landon. I really don't care, but like, I like the nickname Lando. It suits well,
Yeah.
you know.
Do you get called
So
Lando more by everyone than your actual name?
probably.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't really pay attention to it anymore. It's just really instinct. Like if someone says Lando, I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. So
Okay. Um, out of like, I know you recently are new here, but like, you've at least like experienced maybe like three, four-ish events in Legends. Do you have any favorite ones that stand
hmm
out that you've enjoyed? Like that was a fucking fun ass party.
Mm, uh, huh. I enjoy pretty much. I think the only party I didn't really enjoy was the Christmas party. I think that's the only one I didn't enjoy. Other than that, every single party that I've been a part of was really fun. I think the cursed avatar thing that we did
Hmm.
was a lot of fun. Really wish I was in VR for that. Obviously, my cable was broken for a little bit, so I
Hmm.
couldn't be in VR. But
Yeah.
yeah, that it was a lot of fun hosting that. Being a judge and all that. People came up with some pretty funny shit. So yeah, I will remember that night for a while. It was a lot of fun.
Fuck yeah, dude. And I'm glad to have you around to be creating and hosting more ideas and more events in the near future. So,
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah,
do
yeah.
you have any ideas like already in your head? Like, yep, we're gonna do this on this weekend. This weekend, we're just gonna keep the ball rolling. Do you have any
Well,
any kind you want to
yeah. I
share? Or
mean, I
you
mean,
want to keep them a
obviously,
secret?
no. Well, no. I mean, I could share right now. I mean, it doesn't matter. Obviously, I'll just go ahead and say this now. This weekend, we're gonna do that yin and yang party that we've been talking about.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
So I'll break that down a little bit. So Friday, is gonna introduce the new Legends apartment.
Mhm.
Um, and that's gonna be a whiteout. And Saturday is gonna be a continuation of that at Club J, and that's gonna be more of a blackout. So yin and yang, whiteout, blackout. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to start writing up an announcement after this interview for that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. But other than that, ideas just kind of come and go in my head, and I'm like, like one day I'll like be in class, like bored out of my fucking mind, and I'll just be like, oh, wait, that's actually a pretty, good idea. That's kind of how I came up with this event that's going to be happening this weekend. So
Hell yeah. And
yeah.
like I said, like shoot any of your ideas to me, to Nate, King, I'm all up for anything,
Oh yeah.
it's your idea at the end of the day, you get to post it and, add everyone and just be like, yo, this day, this weekend, this time, Legends event, be there. Sign
Right.
Squid Game.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, earlier the better. As soon as you come up with the idea, just like shoot it out there and just go with it. Go with your gut instinct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Will do.
Always. And you have a very unique custom avatar. You want to talk about how it all came together? Your what you
Yeah.
avatar you rock
Yeah.
with.
So. Right, yeah, so this is an Atlas model. Nate did this edit for me about I want to say probably a month ago, month or two ago. I can't remember exactly, but basically all he did, like I'll actually show it off a little bit. Um, yep. All right, so obviously, you got the emissions on the tattoos and all that.
Mhm.
A little black body on this side. This right here is a Brotherhood of Steel tattoo because I speedrun Fallout. That's like my main speedrun game. And then I got Lando stranded down my arm right there.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Ooh, I never noticed that. Yeah.
and the rest is yeah. You never noticed that? Yeah.
No.
That's been there.
You've been wearing the hoodie the whole time. That's why.
Right. Yeah. The hood kind of obscures it, I guess, huh? But the rest is pretty much just tribal tattoos. So yeah. I mean, it's a pretty cool edit. Also, what Nate did was the Club J tank top that I have now.
Hell yeah.
Gotta rep the brand,
Mm-hmm. Buy
So,
Club J merch.
yeah. That's pretty much my avatar though. I think it suits me pretty well. So yeah, I enjoy it.
The height, just overall, just the aesthetic of him, just the attitude he brings. It's like this is Lando. He rails it so well.
Oh yeah,
Better than
and
anyone I've ever met, honestly. Yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And that too, also, the height thing with Atlas. This avatar was originally 7'6",
Yeah.
and I was like, that's too tall. So I told myself like, I want to make this true to height. So fun fact, IRL, I'm actually 6'5". So this avatar is exactly 6'5". We measured it out, all that, and yeah, this is my exact height IRL. So I think that's a pretty cool little perk that I added to this avatar. Well, that Nate added to the avatar, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Nate, dude, for the best avatar
Mhm.
arena we've ever seen.
Oh yeah, no, he does a great job. Definitely hit him up for commissions.
Mhm.
He does wonders.
Yep, he's working on my new one that's gonna come soon. Him and Naomi are doing a collab on it, so I'm super excited to see the final result when it all comes together.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm looking forward to that.
Fuck yeah. So usually I ask many of the OGs because they've been here for like a year plus. The last people I kind of interviewed, I ask them who's changed the most and who's stayed the same out of like the time they've been here. But it's been like super like 3 months. It's hard for you to even decide on that or kind of like
Yeah.
create an answer. So instead, I'm gonna like change it up a little bit just for you. Who do you think is like
All
the
right.
most wholesomes and who's the most degenerates? Who's the problem child? Who's the the homies to hang out?
Oh, that's
This
funny.
is
Um, I think the most. Hmm. Um, the most wholesome. You know what? I'm gonna kind of go for a two-way here. I think the person who gets the wholesome and the degen award a little bit is Nate,
Nate.
because he kind of has two sides of himself, which I really like. He's a really funny guy, but at the same time he can be really nice. He's a really good guy to talk to if you're ever seeking advice or anything. I just love having him around. Like, because whenever I feel down, I feel like he's the first one in the server that I go to like fix an issue that I have going on in my personal life or anything like that. So I'm really appreciative of him, and I think he definitely gets the award for the most wholesome person in the server, as well as the DGen award, because he's a funny soundboard man who memes a lot. Um, obviously I do a little bit of that myself, but he kind of started the whole wave of that, I feel like. But yeah, so but I can't leave anyone else like out of the DJing category, so let's see. Who would be I think Nate's more wholesome than degenerate, so I'm gonna go for the DGen award, I'm gonna have to give it to hmm
Say
huh?
mayo. Just say mayonnaise.
Want to say that again? Mayo? Oh no, not Naomi. I mean, I think it's either like Acno or Tom.
Oh,
Honestly,
word?
one of the two.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're more autistic than
Maybe.
degenerate, in my opinion. They're like the
I
two biggest
don't,
autistic people I've met.
I don't know. It's really hard to decide. I think everyone in Legends is a bit of a degen, to be quite honest. I mean, so
But who takes it a fucking
final answer. No, go ahead.
No, who takes it to like just further and beyond degeneracy?
I really don't know, because
takes
some
it
people
extreme?
have their days where they're just, huh?
Like you could say even me,
you-
for example. You can even say Gibbles because of the whole H
Oh.
party thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's Gibbles. It's Gibbles.
Yeah.
It's fucking Gibbles. Yeah, dude, Gibbles is nuts. I won't even go into detail about the type of shit that dude pulls off. Holy shit. But yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone in the server has a little bit of degeneracy to them. What,
And a nice balance of degen, a nice balance of wholesome.
Exactly, and that's why I love it here.
A lot of holes.
That's
to
why
fill.
I keep coming back. Hey yo.
Hey, yo. So I mean, is there anyone that's been like that you met in the server and then all of a sudden they just stopped showing up that you kind of missed? Have you experienced like that yet? Kind of, sort of. Like, I wish they would hang out a lot more again. It was fun seeing them, whether it be in VC, VR chat, just DMs, anything.
Yes, but I don't know if I want to go into detail about it, because the reason why they don't show up anymore is a bit more on a personal note.
Okay.
Uh, I'll just say it. I mean, I'm not gonna go into detail, but I mean, probably Miu. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's yeah. She left the server for obviously personal matters, but like I bump into her in VR chat every now and then, but I just remember she would join VC just about like every single day, and I mean, sometimes she could be pretty autistic, but I enjoyed her company. So I feel like that's really the only person that I like know of pretty well that like doesn't really show up anymore. But yeah, I just hope she's doing all right, man.
Yeah. Understandable. I miss her too, and I hope she's doing well for herself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so out of anyone in the Legends, who would you like to get to know more that you feel like you don't interact with enough, despite being around them in VC, VR chat, but like you don't really know. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't really know. I feel like I'm definitely starting to get to know Tom a bit more. I've wanted to get to know him a lot more for a while. Actually, me, him, and Tut like just got finished with a Star Citizen session not too long ago.
Oh yeah, I saw that, yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. So, great game, by the way. It's been an alpha for 12 years, but still, pretty good game. But I definitely think Tom is someone that I really want to, get to know on more of a deeper level. I think he's a really funny guy. If I were to think of anyone else, I mean, no one really comes to mind. Maybe Waffle. Waffle's cool.
Waffle's
I mean,
a homie.
we always
Hell
have
yeah.
really We always have really good conversations, and I'd love to get to know him a lot more. So.
And one of the
Uh-huh.
funnest players to play Pummel Party in ever.
El Cacto.
El Cacto. Let's see, ooh. Thoughts on e-dating? You have experience?
Thoughts on e-dating? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, see,
Mhm.
I think e-dating can be a positive and an. I have a lot to say about this actually. All right,
Go for it, man.
I think
Go for it.
e-dating
You
can
have
be
the
a positive.
platform. This is the platform for you, man.
I think e-dating can be a good thing. I think it could be a blessing and a curse. And
Mhm.
because there's been a lot of relationships that I've seen that just don't really work. I feel like the one that I've seen work though really well is Zach and Brooke.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That one I mean they're moving in together. Like I
Mhm.
mean it's great. I'm so fucking happy for him, you know.
Me too.
Um I mean they just click. Like anytime I see them together, I mean they just click and it's honestly beautiful. I mean I think it's great for them that they're moving in together and all that. Now on the other hand, let's see stuff like that's nice and all. But like on the other hand, like e-dating can just be so like toxic sometimes in some relationships and just full of just negativity and just like feeling like you have to be by this person all the time, which takes time away from, other relationships like your friends and stuff like that. Like if you're
Mhm.
dating like a girl, like some guys will go out of their way to like completely leave a Discord server just to spend more time with them. Like I think that's ridiculous. I think at the same time like you need to have a balance. I really don't feel like you should go out of your way to cut off the friends in your life just to hang out with this one person that you might break up with in like 2 months
Mhm.
or maybe even 2 weeks, depending on like the severity of the situation. I just think people need to be careful who they run into to um to keep it short because like if you see one girl and automatically you're like they have a pretty voice, I want to date them. I mean that's not really good judgment because like you don't know about that actual person what like their personal life is about and stuff like that.
Mhm. You
Um
don't see the red flags yet, because you're only getting what they
yeah,
show you on here.
yeah, and I think a lot of people on VR chat especially just get so emotionally attached too easily. And I mean, I won't be a hypocrite because I do as well, but
Mhm.
I mean, I like afterwards I'll sit down and like tell myself like this isn't what I want. Like I need to kind of slow my roll a little bit. So yeah, I just I think people just need to be careful who they run into. To keep it plain and simple, like be careful, actually get to know the person before like you like get deeper with them and all that. And just like if you're not happy, man, just fucking leave it.
Mhm.
Like I feel like I've seen so much where people are just like, I'm not happy, but I love this girl. Well, clearly, if you're not happy, then why are you still dating? Like it's just
Um, it's like
I
they
don't
don't
know.
want to be alone. It's more of a lot of people here are
Maybe yeah,
dependable. They're
true.
dependent
Yeah,
people. They don't know how to be independent. They can't last a week, a
yeah,
month without the attention of someone else or something like that. You know what I mean?
yeah. And I mean, but like if you can see yourself fixing issues with like your partner or whatever, then I mean, go for it. But like if the situation keeps repeating itself, then that's when you need to stop and just move on.
Hmm.
Because that I mean, you can't live a life like that. Like that's just miserable. Um and one thing I'm trying to teach myself still like to this day is like you got to love yourself before you love anyone else. Because once
That's
you love
facts.
someone
Yeah.
else, you depend on yeah, you depend on them all the fucking time. And it's stupid. I've been in a relationship like that before, like way back in the day, like that I depended on her all the time and I was just sad. I was like depressed. It was really bad. Um, but I mean right now, I mean I'm going through kind of a rocky road of I guess what you could call a relationship. I really don't know. Like this is IRL, by the way.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know about it. I've talked to you about it, but we're seeing things through, and we're gonna try and work things out and get through it because I think we can work things out. That's why I keep putting effort into it because I know her and she's a great person and I can see these issues being fixed. If they don't get fixed, then I'll be a single Pringle very soon. So, but yeah, that's kind of my stance on dating and stuff like that. Just make sure you're happy, please.
Please.
I mean
Yeah.
I mean that's what matters. That's what matters the most is your happiness in a relationship. And if you're not happy, then something needs to change. And it's up to you to decide what that change is going to be. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing, dude. I'm glad.
Of course.
Glad I was able to, you get to shed light on that matter because
Yeah, of course.
it is a very big one that you can expand on, and it gets the worst out of some answers and some people.
Mm-hmm.
But for sure, dude, you hit the nail on the coffin. You're right. You're honestly right. Kidoki, Mr. Landito Bear. What are your favorite games?
Don't call me that. I hate it when he calls me that shit. It's
okay.
Landito
No,
Bear. Like, where the fuck did that come from? Anyways, sorry. Go ahead. What was your question?
Okay, yeah. Next question. My little Lando champ. What are your favorite games?
Okay, dude. My favorite games. I really don't play too much anymore. I mean,
noticing that tattoo, Fallout has to be, a big part of your life.
Well, I mean, see, the thing about Fallout is like that burnt me out so much. See, I was in a phase when I was speedrunning in Fallout where I was going through a very highly sought world record, and it took me 6 months to achieve it. 4,000 attempts and over like 4 weeks of playtime. Like it's like, I mean, it was just mentally draining. Like, I mean, that game will always hold something special in my heart because the reason I went and speedran that game is because it was nostalgic to me. Like when I was younger, when I was like say around 9 years old, my dad had like a PS3 and he wouldn't let me play Fallout. So in the morning I'd sneak downstairs and play it, and I had no clue what was going on because I was just young and like my mind could hardly process shit. So it's a good game. I definitely suggest it to anyone. I that's definitely one of my favorite game series of all time. Another game series I'm pretty fond of is Uncharted. Obviously, they got a movie coming out soon about that. I played that when I was younger. Yeah, I mean, I don't really play like too much that I guess enjoy. I guess you could say I'm more burnt out if anything. Like once I play a game, I'm just like oh look, another video game, and then like after a couple days I'm like so I mean Elden Ring's good. It's just I don't have the patience.
I can tell.
Yeah, I used to. I mean, it's a much bigger Souls game too. Like honestly, like if I played it for as much time as I have, and I was playing like Dark Souls 1 or like 3, I'd probably be done with the game by now. Like it's a long game. Like it's really big. I really like how they took the open world aspect of that game and like made it work, because when I saw that it was going to be like more of a open world type setting, I was like, is this really going to work? But they made it work. And it's a great game. It's just I don't have like I'll pick it up again at some point. Like I definitely love the game. I think that's definitely my favorite game right now. But obviously I just don't have like the time and the patience to pick it back up, I guess. So
I mean,
I'll get back to it eventually.
Yeah, I love Elden Ring. Like I'm still going hard on it as much as I can. There's a lot to explore. It's just a beautiful game to enjoy, especially with friends.
Oh yeah,
the
and I mean the landscape too.
The bosses, the ability to like just just build your character the way how you want it. You go with any route, any class. It's nostalgic to me. Those kind of those games. But yeah, I'm like I'm gonna dedicate myself to that game as much as I can until I beat it. And then in the future, I was gonna plan on like doing like a brand new character and just co up with someone new who's asked me about it, who wants to do it. Like I've been talking to like both Naomi, talking to Waffle, Like, we can just do a co-op in a brand new characters and just try a new class that I haven't tried. Because I'm doing vagabond, and maybe
Right.
maybe I want to do the samurai. Maybe I want to do like the archaeologist, or something new, a hero.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a
Right.
I
Right.
feel like it's an enjoyable game to go back to and just like relive it over again and over and over. Like it's definitely gonna last longer in the long run. And I'm
Yeah, I
happy
mean, I've
how well
definitely
it
thought
is.
about
Yeah.
speedrunning that game. I've definitely thought about
Hmm.
speedrunning that game too, you know. I think I'll definitely do it at some point. I just don't know when. Probably sometime this summer. I'll have a lot more time then.
Hmm.
But right now I'm going through, a rough patch with school and all that, and I have to
Yeah.
focus more on that if anything. So, um, yeah,
Let's
that's kind of where I'm at
let's
right
talk about
now.
the speedrun stuff, dude. Like, what got you into speedrunning? Like, how to
Oh, I was
begin? Yeah.
hoping you'd ask this question.
Hell yeah. Let's go on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so all right. So I used to be a track athlete. And I was really big on like getting a certain time and just being able to improve it over and over and over again, you know. I really started getting good at it around my sophomore year in high school, but then COVID hit the next year
Hmm.
and I didn't have a junior season. So I'm like, fuck. And like all the tracks are like closed and all that, so I can't like practice. So I'm like, shit, what the fuck am I gonna do? And I go on my YouTube once and I see a speed run and I'm like, oh shit, well, I can't really put down a time IRL, but I'm at home and I can, do this and that. And that's kind of what got me interested in speedrunning. And so I was like, I wonder what game I should start speedrunning. And so I go to this forum online. I literally look up in Google like what's the first like what should be my first like speed game. And the first thing I see is someone saying like go back to a game that you're really nostalgic of. And the first thing that came to my mind was Fallout.
Hmm.
So, at the time I did not have even a laptop. So I was still a fucking console gamer at that time. So I picked up the game on console and did a little speedrun on console. There's only like 4 times submitted on console. It's hilarious. But I had the world record in that for like a couple months. Like me and this one guy were going like back and forth. Um, but what sucks about that is like so the way speedruns work is that you'll usually on the leaderboard have a time without loading screens and a time with loading screens. So like the software we use to like keep track of our time is called LiveSplit, and there's like a setting that you can use to where like there's like load removers that people make, and you can integrate that into the LiveSplit software. So whenever you go into a loading screen, it will tell the code of like LiveSplit that like, hey, like the timer needs to pause here because that's like your time without because you're not
Hmm.
doing any gameplay, right? So why the fuck would you keep track of that? So so like for example, my world record in Fallout 3 right now is a 14:15 without loads, but it's also a it's actually a 14:26 with loads. So your without loads time definitely matters more than your loads time. Like load times don't really count. Like that doesn't really determine like where you place on the leaderboard. So, but the thing with the console is that they didn't have a load remover for that. So it was all based on what software you had. So I had an Xbox Series S, and the guy that I was going up against had an Xbox Series X.
Hmm.
So he was getting load times like 20 seconds faster than I was. So I couldn't really do anything to catch up with him. So at one point I was like, fuck it. I just let him have the record. So I just fucking let him have it.
Hmm.
And eventually I got a laptop for school. This was like an HP laptop. Like this thing sucked. And yeah, dude, it was like a little HP laptop. It's not even like gaming dependent or anything like that. But it actually ran Fallout like decently well. Like it would run 60 frames, but like sometimes you would get a couple frame drops. And I think on that computer I got my time down to like a 1440 something. And the world record at this time was like a 1425, I think. This is for Fallout 3 any percent, by the way. This is basically beat the game as fast as you can with as many glitches as you can, and so on and so forth. So then for my birthday, I got a gaming PC. I can't remember exactly which birthday it was. I'm like losing track of that shit now, but I got a gaming PC for my birthday, and my time started going significantly lower because I basically had it down. All that was kind of holding me back was like the frame drops because I was getting frame drops on my shitty fucking laptop I was playing on. So eventually, me and this one guy named Elongated Muskagun. That's his name, and his whole persona is based off of Elon Musk.
Makes
It's
sense. Yeah.
it's very yeah, it's very strange. He's a pretty cool guy. We had a bit of like a sour beef between each other when we were both chasing the record because the record at the time before we both even had the record was like considered unbeatable, but then we brought it down by 10 seconds, which is actually a lot. On speedrun.com, if you see our times right now, it says that we're tied, but I mean, no need to brag or anything, but we're actually not. I'm ahead by 0.3 of a second. All right, this
Mm-hmm.
it's not important, but I like to say that sometimes. But yeah. I mean, he's a good guy. It was a lot of fun battling with him, but it just got so exhausting. I mean, like you just didn't want to play it anymore. The only reason we were like still playing the game is because like we just wanted the record, and eventually once we both got a 14-15, we were like, okay, we both have the first place trophy in our profile, so like we're both burnt out from this game. Do we just want to call it here? And he's like, yes, let's do it, because we were just so fucking done with that. Like, I mean, we just put so much time into that game. Like we needed to take a break. So, yeah. That's what ended up happening, and the rest is history. I've also done a couple speedruns on Fallout New Vegas. I held a couple of top times in different categories there, but yeah.
So is Fallout 3 like
So
the
that's
fastest
kind of where.
speedrun you've done? Is Fallout 3 or is there like another one?
Well, I hold a couple world records in Fallout, but I definitely think my most prestigious one is definitely the any percent for Fallout 3, because there's like hundreds of times submitted, and it's just so like if you do one little mistake, like the smallest mistake, your run's over. Like it has to be basically perfect, almost. If you like want to get world record, like you like my time is beatable. It no one's just gonna beat it tomorrow in the community, because the community is honestly pretty dead. Like it's really dead. Like no one's really done a run of any percent and submitted it in like 2 months. So it's been a while for sure. Actually, in February, I got the world record about a year ago. So it's amazing how fast time goes by. But like yeah, I definitely think the most prestigious one is the any percent one.
And how many speedruns have you done? Like, can you like do a list if you could? Well, like at least some of the most important achievements.
Okay, let's see.
Like the best achievements you've speedrun through.
Yeah. So, definitely getting top 3 in any percent for New Vegas, I think, was a big one for sure. The thing with that one is like, it's so much more optimized than, well, not optimized. There's just a lot more to do in that one compared to Fallout 3. Like,
Yeah.
in Fallout 3, you just up your speed a little bit and you just walk for a while. Like, you kill one enemy in Fallout 3. One enemy. And that's a fucking roach, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to kill it to progress, and that's it. Other than that, you don't kill anything. Like, in this, you actually have to kill people. You actually have to pay attention to, like, what you're doing, like, most of the time. Like, there's just a lot to kind of... Like, a lot more, like, key bindings you have to pay attention to. It's just a lot more, just a lot harder. And the people who hold the top 2 right now are just phenomenal. Like, they're just they're so good. Like, it's ridiculous. I've hosted speedrun tournaments before, and the guy who holds second place has won I think 4 tournaments in a row, and this involves like cash prizes too. Like there's pressure on this and stuff like that. And he's just he's a machine. Like it's ridiculous. He hasn't speedrun in a while, but I think he's like his name's Sharo. And I go check him out on YouTube if you can, because like it's just his movement is just so fluent. It's like a work of art. It's honestly beautiful. But the fact that I was able to pierce the top 3 in Fallout New Vegas any percent was huge for me, because like I I didn't think I was gonna get far in that category, to be quite honest with you. But honestly, from Fallout 3, I took a bit of a break and then went to New Vegas any percent. I kind of switched back and forth between the two until I got the record in 3, and then I just kind of stopped because I was like just so burnt out from speedrunning. But yeah. So Fall New Vegas, any percent, getting top 3 in that was definitely big. I got world record for one of the endings in Fall New Vegas that recently got beat though, Sag. But yeah, so there's that. I held the I held the record in all quests for like a week, and then literally everyone on the community pounced on it and just obliterated me, and I was like, damn. But it was nice to have that for a little bit. Um, but yeah, I mean, the one I'm definitely the most proud of is Fallout 3 80%. I mean, I just put so much time into that one, and you know, I think that's one to definitely be proud of. I enjoy every other speedrun that I do.
Like Dark
You know,
Souls?
but it's just so.
Have you ever done a Dark Souls one?
I have tried. I have tried Dark Souls. Honestly, the run sucks ass. Or maybe I'm just bad. I really don't know what it is, but like, it's like there's something called wrong warping, where like you can warp to that like to God, I forgot where the end game area is called in Dark Souls 1, but Kiln of the First Flame. You can teleport there. Like after killing 2 or 3 bosses or something like that. Like you don't have to kill any other of the Lord bosses to like get into the kiln, and you could just, you know, kill Gwen. And I think like the record's like 20 minutes maybe. I may be completely wrong about that, by the way. I don't know. I think if I remember correctly, it's like 20 something minutes. But so yeah, there's that. One thing I'm really interested in, and I want to try one day if I have like a lot of time on my hands, is no hit runs for Dark Souls. I definitely want to try that. Definitely really time consuming and demanding, but I really think I could do like I tried it with Dark Souls 3 for a little bit, and I got to Abyss Watchers, and like I got past Abyss Watchers and then it just kind of stopped. So, yeah, I mean, maybe I'll pick that up at some point someday, but like I'm not,
Right, yeah.
not too sure yet.
Besides Dark
But
Souls,
I respect the hell out of those guys.
is there any like other speedrun that you like really want to like get into and try to attempt? You know, like any kind of like unfinished business.
What do you mean by like unfinished? Like go back to a speedrun that I
Go
tried?
back to a speedrun that you know, like you really want to like beat the record because you have like that ambition in you.
I think All Quest for Fallout 3 would probably be one I go back to. All Quest is basically just like beating, like doing all the main quests in the game as fast as possible. The world record right now I think is like an hour 14. My time is like an hour 15. No, actually I think now it's down to an hour 13. Now, the reason why I want to go back to that run is because I beat it and I put a lot of time into it and it got beaten in like a week, and I could just not go back to it because I was so busy. And you know, I want to go back to it, but the only issue is that it's really RNG dependent. Do you know what RNG means?
Can you explain that to me?
It's like random, like neutral, it's like random stuff that's so like say like you walk up to a chest like in Skyrim or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And whatever spawns in there is based off of when you entered that area. Like say it's like in a house, you enter a house and there's like a chest right there, right? So when you walk in the house, that determines what spawns in there, and it can be completely random what spawns in there. So the main thing about all quests, and it happens like at the very beginning of the run, like maybe 10 minutes in, is you walk down to a supermarket and there's a container outside of the supermarket that contains Nuka-Cola Quantum, and you need that for a quest later on in the game, but it's completely random when it spawns, and it's like a 20% chance it spawns like first try.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that. The person who has the record, and there's more like RNG stuff like that, too. So like the way to like make it spawn is like you walk into the supermarket, make a save, walk out, see if it's in the container. If it's not in the container, you quick save that quick load you made, and then go out until the random thing spawns correctly. You see what I'm saying here?
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, eventually it spawns, and then you can continue with your run. But sometimes it takes forever, forever. Like it's just it could be the difference between like that could kill your entire run right there. And it's just really annoying having to go back there because it's very rare that you get it first try. And if you get it first try, you have to do literally everything else in the run correctly and perfectly. And yeah, I mean it's just really if a run is RNG dependent, I tend to kind of steer clear from it because it's just really annoying because I can't control whether or not like it spawns there or not. Like it's dumb. So I mean, if I were to go back to it, I would, but like I'm not 100% sure. Any other unfinished business? I really don't think so. I might go back to that one run that someone beat me in New Vegas pretty recently. So I mean I might do that. I don't really know. I'm kind of taking a break from it right now. Like I said, I might pick it up back in the summer. I do want to try Elden Ring. I think that's the one I'm going to try over the summer. See how I do in that. But yeah.
I mean, besides like I guess any like Fallout related games, any Souls like related games, is there any other games like RPG or just so and so like Borderlands, like Witcher, like just all Cyberpunk, all these big open world giant games that you can just like speed run through and just be like boom.
Yeah, well, I mean it's not just like boom, but you got to put a lot of time into it. But yeah. I mean, not really. I mean, I don't really have anything that comes to mind. I feel like for me to like speedrun it, I really, really, really have to like the series. Like really have to like it. I might try Uncharted, like I said, because I mentioned how I like that series a lot. I might try that at some point. I think I did try it at some point, but it was pretty hard. So, I think I've just kind of forgotten like how hard it is to learn a run from the beginning because like I stuck with Fallout for a while, and New Vegas and 3 are very similar, so I took a lot of the mechanics and kind of skills that I learned from 3 and brought those over to New Vegas, which made my transition pretty smooth and all that. But honestly, other than Fallout, I don't have like any other games submitted on my leaderboard. So maybe that's the thing I need to do. Maybe I just need to be more patient and actually try and work on my craft a little bit in a new game that I want to speedrun. I do have a second place trophy on like a meme run. I don't know if you've heard of the parody of Call of Duty. It's called Duty Calls. It's hilarious. It's so funny. It's called Duty Calls. It's so funny. Like it's like 2 minutes long, and it's just funny because like there's like scenes where like there's like a scene where like a guy like it takes you to a cutscene and it's just like a guy like a low poly guy falling from the sky on a parachute and he's like, I'm a paratrooper because that is a real life war scenario or something like that. It's really funny. Like they just state the obvious of everything that's wrong with Call of Duty games. So yeah, I hold second place in that, and one of my friends from one of my speedrunning discords like went back and forth on that and he got first. But like I don't think it can get any better, so like I'm not really gonna go back to that. But that was fun. My speedrunning origins though actually started when I was still a console gamer on Modern Warfare Remastered. When I tried, I don't know if you've played Modern Warfare, like Call of Duty 4 or whatever. Like, do you remember the training course at all?
I was born.
Like hit the targets.
I was there when
whatever.
I was born, child.
Yeah. I mean, it's the F&G training course, right? So I hold like 20th place on that or something like that. I will never, ever get world record in that. I might go back to that if I'm like bored, but like I will never push for world record because like the world record for that course is like 8 seconds or something like that. Mine's like 10. Yeah,
10
mine's
seconds?
like 10, I think. 10 seconds. Yeah. I mean, I'm up there. Yeah, I know. I know.
Shit.
Yeah. No, it's you have to be precise with everything, and like it's so hard to get any more perfect. Like you just have to have the legitimate perfect run to make it work. And honestly, I think the world record right now is unbeatable. I'll say it. Like I mean,
Hmm.
it's held by this one dude. I think his name's like Kluger or something like that, and he just holds a bunch of Call of Duty records. Like if you go to a speedrun page, just like first place trophies just all over the fucking place, and it's nuts.
And
It's honestly
it's all
ridiculous.
the fire or the training, like the.
No, no, this is like different games. Like it's like
Oh.
multiple different categories. Like the full campaign, like challenges. He does category extensions, which are like fan made speedruns or whatever like that. Like he does everything, and he just like if you just scroll down his page, I don't think you'll see a single second place trophy. Like it's ridiculous. So
I mean, you just said like you
yeah.
probably will never beat that record. Is there any other games you feel like no matter that like if I try to speedrun this, I probably won't beat it. I'll still be the same place. Do you feel like that way with other games? That like
Like
you can't like.
um oh well, like games that I've played or like games that I know of that like I will never be
that you
able to beat.
played. I mean, I guess both. You can answer both.
Okay. I'll start with the ones I haven't played yet. Super Mario 64. I will never touch that game in my entire life. I won't do it. It's just not gonna happen. That and Minecraft. I will never touch those two games to speedrun them because people on those games are just ridiculous. Like it's crazy. Like they're down. Like Super Mario 64 and like the original Super Mario Bros. Like any of the Mario games.
Mm-hmm.
Like I will never go to any of those Mario games because like they're so well optimized, and I mean they're down to like frame perfect like skills now. It's ridiculous. Like it's all muscle memory, and like if you want to beat the record, like you're gonna have to play the game for years probably. It's like it's that well optimized, and it's honestly scary like that it's that well optimized. But um in terms of things that I'll never beat that I've played of, obviously Fallout New Vegas, any percent, the world record, I'll never beat that. It's down to like 9 minutes, um, like 9 minutes and like 40 seconds or something like that. My time is like a 10:40, and I worked my ass off for that. I worked my fucking ass off for that shit. Um, the reason why the time is what it is now is that there's a new strat that's been implemented, but I've gone back to it, and my time is turning out the same even with that new strat that saves like 30 seconds. So maybe I just need to practice it more, but like,
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that's not beatable. Yeah, so there's a lot of Minecraft like for me I think those are the only games that like I would consider like where there's records where it's like unbeatable. Um but obviously Minecraft and I think Super Mario are the two big ones that no one I think will get past except for the top runners. So yeah.
So yeah. But you can still do it, right? I have faith in you.
Would I still do it?
Will you still do it? Yeah.
Oh no.
No. I mean, I
No,
have
no,
faith
no.
in you. I believe in you.
Not in a million years, dude. No way. Unless I'm getting like
Like no shot.
500 viewers on Twitch and I become like a Twitch partner or something like that, then maybe. But like, other than that, no. I really don't see the reason.
Well, maybe Twitch is the wrong streaming source. Maybe you should try streaming on ChatterBait instead.
Yeah. Great idea, Jay. Yeah.
Yes.
That was a good one. Good joke.
Yes. Funny man Jay strikes again.
Man. But yeah, I mean that's kind of the extension of my speedrunning.
You
I
didn't
mean
mention
there's a lot of guys.
You didn't mention
Go
that
ahead, sorry.
that you hosted speedruns and stuff. Like how did that start and when was like,
Yeah.
what have you hosted?
Well, I've actually only hosted one speedrunning tournament, and it's ironically the biggest speedrunning tournament Fallout's ever hosted. It was a 3-day event. This was entirely my idea too. Like it was over Christmas break, this year. That's probably my most the most involvement I've had in the speedrunning community in the last like 6 months is in December when I did that. I actually you promoted this for me. I was
did.
scared to
I
promote
remember.
it. Yeah, no, I
remember.
was so this was a 3-day event. And the community was pretty dead. It's still dead right now, but this was a way to kind of bring all the runners kind of back into a loop and have fun and just do a whole tournament thing. So here's what it was. I called it the Fallout Holiday Classic,
Mm-hmm.
and what it was it was a 3-day event. So on day one, we did Fallout 3 all bobbleheads, which took around like 43 minutes. So there's these collectibles in Fallout called bobbleheads. Pretty much in every Fallout, like 3D Fallout game, there's like a bobblehead and collectible thing. And the goal is to basically get all the bobbleheads as fast as you can, go back to your home, and then put them all on the stand, and then that's when the timer ends. So that was day one. Day two was Fallout New Vegas Glitchless. This was a very popular category for tournaments in the past. I didn't host it, but I witnessed it, and we got on the front page of Twitch. So I mean, that was huge. And so we decided to bring that back and put that on day two. That stream lasted 7 hours. I was commentating for 7 hours. I hated it. And it's funny because right after that, I went to theaters and watched Spider-Man No Way Home. I was exhausted. But day three was Fallout 4. Fallout 4 Glitchless Institute ending, and that was probably the driest stream we had, because it wasn't really a tournament, it was just a race. Like 4 people were racing, and whoever got first got this amount of money, second this amount, third this amount. And that's how it was for day one and day two, but we actually had a bracket going down because we actually had a lot of people competing in those categories. So yeah, it happened on a Thursday, Friday, and a Saturday, and this was like right before, and it ended right before Christmas Eve too, which is like perfect timing. So yeah, I mean, that was a lot of fun to host. It was an honor to host it, honestly. I mean, it was great. I had a lot of top runners commentate with me. We did like interviews after each run and shit like that. Like it was a lot to manage, but we made it. I had to make my own like fancy OBS layout. I had to look up tutorials on how to make it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun for sure.
Well, I'm proud of you, man. I'm glad you were able to, do what you love and enjoy it, and like put all the hard work, all the learning, all the research just to get it done, and it paid off.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, good sir. Would you ever be a host or announcer again for whenever I decide I want to whoop either Jade's ass in Tekken or 1v1 Naomi in Valorant again and still be the champ?
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, if you want to stream it on Twitch, I'll do like the funny commentary and just be ridiculous.
I still wanna host a thing where I fight Nate in Soul Calibur because I still want to do that against him.
Yeah, that'd be fun to watch.
Oh, it would. It'll be like Madara ass raping the Shinobi village. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I want that smoke, Nate. So yeah, you ready for this next fun question? It's my favorite one I like to ask everyone.
Uh-oh. All right, lay it on me.
All right. Are your sphincters tight?
Is my what?
Are your sphincters tight? Tighten them up right now. Okay?
Jay, what the fuck does that mean?
Your sphincters. It's the your ass cheeks. Just
no.
So you don't get paid. It's a jail term.
Oh, that's what you meant. Fuck you. Oh my god. No, Jay, I don't get pegged. You piece of shit.
We'll tie them up because I'm about to ask you a question that's pretty much the equivalent of getting pegged.
Oh boy. All right.
Have you RP'd yet?
You know this. You know the answer to this question, Jay.
I know. I just want you to say it again.
Yes, I have. Yeah, I mean, it's, if an opportunity presents itself, I'm like, why not? So, yeah, I mean, yeah.
How was can you go like a play-by-play? Like, tell me what was
What do you mean by a play-by-play?
Yeah, give me the juice. Give me the sauce.
What do you mean what? Do you want me to go into detail?
Yes.
Oh God.
Okay, look, I'll cut a deal with you. If you give me the details right now, I will not blackmail post those pictures again.
Oh my God. You know how long ago that was? That was a long time ago, Jay.
If you can see right now, you
We
probably
don't need
can't.
to.
Well, you can't see, but on my VRChat photos,
God, do I have to say
on my OVR,
names?
you don't have to know. You don't have to say names, but on my OVR right now, I can actually upload these photos right now because I'm aiming at them right now at the VRChat photos. All I have to do is tag you in a minute.
Oh, oh, oh no. I mean, fine. I have nothing to lose. Why not? Do you want me to talk about my first one?
There was another.
You didn't know this?
You whore.
Yes. There's been a couple, right? I mean, but I'll talk about my first one. Yeah. So was at a drinking night, and I mean, you were there. Like, you were with me, like when I left. But I was playing drinking games with you and a couple other people.
Third party
I'll just
members.
say it like that. Yeah, right. And so God, I really don't. Okay.
If
But I
Jonas can
have
do
to,
it, you
right?
can do. If Nate can do it, you can
Okay,
too.
fine, 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 fine. Okay. Uh, so we migrated to the mirror. I was pretty fucking drunk. And I was like, here, like to the person I was gonna ERP with, I was like, here, make sure you look over me. I don't want to pass out. And so she started sitting in my lap, and then I got up like to look around, and she was really close to my face, and I was like, oh shit. And then we kind of just moved in closer and closer and closer.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started making out, and then you were like, whoa, 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 what the fuck is going on here? And then, so we went to she was like, do you want to go to a private world? And I was like, sure. So we went to a private world, and yeah, shit happened.
Shit happened. So
Shit happened.
tell me the positions.
Don't tell me to explain more. No, no, okay, dude. All right. Uh,
Was it like reverse cowgirl?
I
Was it
think we
Eiffel
did do that at
towering?
one point, yes. No.
Was it doggy style?
She gave me head first. And then I was pretty much the bottom for the rest. Like I was just
As
kind
you
of laying
should.
there.
Yep, as you should be.
Right.
Mhm.
I was honestly kind of too drunk to do anything else. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she just kind of did. I honestly, to be quite honest with you, I couldn't really remember the positions. I think we did do a reverse cowgirl at some point, but like other than that, yeah, I really couldn't tell you what the rest were.
Fair enough. Well, Blackmail J will pull those photos away again.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Until the next time when he threatens to put them out again.
Yep.
Piece of shit.
Let's see what else. You excited for the meetup?
Oh my God,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
I'm thrilled for that. I'm so excited for it. I hope I'm able to. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to go. I'm pretty sure my parents will let me go. But
You traveled before?
so have I traveled before?
Yeah, like I guess alone, or
I mean, honestly,
will this be the first one?
have I? Like in an airport? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I didn't really think of that.
Oh
Yeah.
my, well, hell
Huh.
yeah. I'm honored.
I know. I mean, I'm not really expecting anything crazy to happen without my parents there, but like, Um, yeah, I mean, I've been to places like a couple hours away, like by myself, but like I haven't like been on a plane, gone to a completely different state, and
Mhm.
then you know, came back or whatever. But yeah, so that'll be a first, for sure. But yeah,
Um,
I'm super excited for it, man. It's gonna be good to see everyone
yeah,
in person for the first time, you know.
me too, man. I'm
I
glad
mean,
you're picking us as like the first, people to like actually fly out to on your first
oh
airplane
yeah, no, I mean,
trip
of course. Well, I mean, it's not my first airplane trip. It's like my first airplane trip by myself.
by
But
yourself. Over, okay, yeah.
I mean, yeah. My first airplane trip was like in sixth grade. Um, and what's really cool about that trip is like my parents told like the pilot like, hey, this is first time flying, whatever.
Mhm.
Like I think just to tell him that. But he was like, oh, you want to sit in the cockpit? And I was like, holy shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
So yeah, I sat in the cockpit on my first flight, like in the pilot's, like it was surreal. There's so many buttons, man. I don't know how the hell they control that shit.
I
It's
know, right?
honestly unbelievable.
I bet you Tom knows.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you he does. Yeah.
His goddamn Microsoft Flight Simulator. He thinks he knows
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, and if you do something wrong in Star Citizen that isn't what he wants, then he just gets mad at you.
Mm.
I love him though.
Star Trek War Citizen, the game.
You need to buy that game, man. You should join the crew.
Is it fun? Would you recommend it?
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot more fun with friends, I feel like. But it definitely takes a lot of patience, like to learn everything, because like you're not really just given like a tutorial saying like, okay, this is where you have to go. Like you kind of have to look up a beginner's guide maybe on like how to do things. But like, I mean, that only takes like 30 minutes, and then you can just get into the world, kind of get a feel for everything.
Mm.
What like if you're gonna get it, what I'd suggest is probably like come with me, Tom, and Tut, and we'll like teach you the basics to make it a bit easier for you. And then after day one, maybe watch like a beginner's guide or something.
I'll
And
keep it. I'll
yeah,
consider it. Yeah, in the future. I'm
hmm
definitely
yeah,
looking forward to like
hmm
trying to get the new Tiny Tina's Borderlands game coming out this week.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I've been thinking about that. I don't know for sure if I'm gonna get it or not, but
because
I'll figure
I
that out.
definitely will play that game with Tom and whoever else. Maybe I think Waffle Magic also enjoys Borderlands games, so
Yeah.
definitely will have fun with that one. It's more overdue for a Borderlands game, so I'm excited to play another one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
hmm
why is The Weeknd the best artist, and can you explain why?
My
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yeah. The weekend. Well, Jay,
yeah.
you're not gonna like me for
I
saying
won't.
this, but The Weeknd actually is not my favorite artist right now.
No, that's fine.
Oh, well, that was easy. I was expecting a much more stern response than that. Uh, I think my favorite artist for a couple of years now has always been Tyler, the Creator. He actually dropped a snippet today, and it's really good. Like, it has Pharrell in it. Like, it's great.
He's appearing on
It's like
Nigo's
number
new album,
two.
right? Right? Nigo's new album.
I think yeah, I think he is. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be nice. But
Nigo.
he
Yeah.
dropped a snippet today, and it's like number two on trending on YouTube right now. So,
Okay.
um,
Because you
yeah, he's
just
getting it
saw.
done. I just went.
Yeah, you went to
Yeah, I
the.
just saw him on tour.
Mhm.
hmm
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that was probably one of the best live performances I've ever been to. Like easily. Like it was amazing. And I saw Tizo touchdown, Vince Staples and Caliuchis like all before that opening for him. Like it was great. So.
Oh yeah.
hmm
Who would you put in your top five? Favorite artists you've been listening to right now. I can share mine with you.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, I gotta put. Besides The Weeknd, I also enjoy Kid Cudi. I enjoy J. Cole. I
Mm.
enjoy Juice World, and I enjoy Porter Robinson.
I vibe with that for sure.
Mhm.
So number one, right now, it's definitely gonna be Tyler. 2 is gonna be The Weeknd. 3, I'll probably go with J. Cole too. Actually, recently I've gone back to listen to his like Forest Hills album.
Forest Hills is a classic,
It's a
dude.
great album. Oh, dude, it is. So I've been listening to that a lot recently. So probably him, and then I think number 5. Wait, was that my third or my fourth?
You said
Fuck.
like you said
Can't
you
remember.
said Tyler, Weeknd,
I
and
said
J. Cole.
Tyler, The Weeknd, J.
So you
Cole.
still got
Okay,
two
so I'm on
more.
my fourth right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, my fourth. Um, hmm. Uh, Probably Rex Orange County.
Okay,
Um,
respectable.
he's really good, really creative guy. And then 5. Um, I love unique sounds a lot, and a lot of people are gonna disagree with this, but I'm gonna have to go with Playboy Cardi. It's my guy.
Mm-hmm.
He has a very unique sound, and I love it.
Respectable. Can't hate.
So,
Like for me, honorable
mhm.
mentions, I would put, like when it comes to the creative aspect, I do like Tyler. I also like Frank Ocean and Childish Gambino. Yeah.
Those are very creative ones too. Yeah, they're really good.
So if you and me were to do like can we rank like the best Weekend albums from, top to bottom? Do you think we can do it?
Uh, yeah, sure. Let's go for it, man. I mean,
Well, which one are we gonna call
number
the
one.
masterpiece? Which one's the number one? See what I
I
mean?
mean, I think we both know. I think we both know what it is.
After Hours.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, number
Easily.
one's After
Easily,
Hours.
dude.
So what would you
Yeah.
put for number 2?
Number 2, I honestly might go with Starboy.
Starboy?
Yeah, I think I'd go with Starboy. I mean, what do you think?
Okay, let me remember all of them. I
I'm
mean,
trying
at
to
some
remember them
point,
too.
at some
I
point,
might need to get my.
I feel like,
My phone.
without any of those songs or anything, we wouldn't have any of them if it wasn't for the trilogy. Would trilogy count? Even though it's like,
Yes.
I feel like we would have to do After Hours as like the main studio album number 1, and then below that would be trilogy. Then I would put Starboy.
Okay. All right. I'll respect it. I think you're more of an entrepreneur on the weekend
Mhm.
compared to me, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, because he's
I'm
the originator of dark pop and
looking
all
up
the
his.
the darker R&B, songs. Because he created a sound that just inspired a whole new wave of music. Without that album
Mhm.
or those mixtapes, period.
He's a lot of there's a lot of albums honestly on here I've not heard. So, anything past 2012, I think I'd know.
Well, lucky for you, trilogy
Yeah,
was the first
anything.
one that came out in 2012. Then it would have been
Yeah,
it would have been
yeah.
Kissland, and then it would have been
Kissland,
Beauty Behind the Madness, Starboy,
Beauty Behind the Madness. Yeah,
My Dear Melancholy,
My Dear Melancholy. Yeah.
then After Hours,
So.
and then Dawn FM.
Mhm.
Okay.
So.
So I already did I did After Hours, I did Trilogy, I did Starboy. Probably Dawn FM would be 4, in my opinion.
I think so too. I love Dawn FM. I think it's a really good album. A lot of people didn't like it, but I loved it. I mean, it was great.
It was a creative, like fuck, I can't.
And you
think
got
of the words
Tyler on
now.
there, so it's a win-win.
Tyler and Wayne.
So. Yeah. Yeah, Wayne too. Yep.
Like the concept, I fuck with the concept of like the old, like the throwbacks to
doubt.
like the 80s kind of synth pop style songs.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think next I'll put Beauty Behind the Madness.
Yeah, I can do that. I see that. And then for the rest,
After that,
I would put My Dear Melancholy and then Kissland.
yeah,
Just like that.
yeah. Mhm. No doubt.
We did it. We did the impossible. A lot of people wouldn't be able to do that.
We did. Yeah, I mean, we both love The Weeknd, so I mean, I feel like we had to do it.
But now, can we do like our top favorite Weekend songs? You want to share yours?
Ooh, like top 5, Yeah, we
I
can
mean,
do. We
you
can
can
do
do
like a
top
top
5.
5.
Yeah. You want to go on that one?
Yeah. I'll go. Actually, I don't need to look at my phone for this. Let's see. Um, I gotta think on this a
I
little
know.
bit
I already know for
because
my
I like
number one.
I like a lot of Weeknd songs.
I already know for
What's your number one?
my number
Go
one
ahead.
was
I'll let you go.
28. It was 28 from Trilogy.
28.
Yes.
It's a good one. I think my favorite Weeknd song, "Save Your Tears," is really good. I
Okay.
like that one a lot. That's a yeah. "Save Your Tears." I think would be my number one. Number two, I'll put "Sacrifice."
Okay.
Three. I Feel It Coming. It's a great song. Love that song. Four. Let's go with. I mean, this is basic, but I mean, before it got overhyped, I'd probably go with Blinding Lights. And then five. Less Than Zero.
Less Than Zero. It's a pretty good one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
from 1
that's
to
my top
5,
five.
can you repeat them real quickly?
Yes. So you got Save Your Tears.
Cheers.
You got God. Got it already. There's just so many good songs. Like Save Your Tears. It was gosh.
Did you say Sacrifice was 2 or was that 3?
No, Sacrifice was 4.
Okay, then Blinding Lights.
No, Sacrifice was 3. Sacrifice was.
Sacrifice was 3. Blinding Lights was 4. Number 5 was.
And then
Wait, was it?
I think number 2 I said was no, 3. Fuck. Okay, so one was
Less Than Zero.
Save Your Tears. I know 3 was 3 was 3 was I Feel It Coming. I know that. I know the last one was Less Than Zero. So 4 and 2. Those are the only ones we're missing.
Blinding Lights was on that list.
Yeah, Blinding Lights was probably 4.
And
Yeah, Blinding Lights was 4.
And the jury said Sacrifice.
No, 2 was Sacrifice. Right. Okay. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, you got it. 1 to 5. Can you repeat them?
One was Save Your Tears. 2 was Sacrifice. 3 was I Feel It Coming. 4 was Blinding Lights. 5 was Less Than Zero. Let's go. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Go.
Thank you.
Go. I guess it's my
Now
turn.
you still got to finish yours, right?
I got this. Number 1, I put 28 because that's the OG, the original. Without that, we wouldn't have anything else. That's like, we all know the first lines, how iconic it is. This house is not a home to you. Everyone knows if you're a Weeknd stan. So that one is number 1. Number 2, I would put like Heartless because it's a banger.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, Heartless is a good one.
And we need another banger because I love banger weekends. Starboy.
Starboy. Yeah.
I also love After Hours. That song. Title song. Goated.
Damn, that's a good one too. Yeah. Oh my god, I might need to change my list. Yeah. Oh, God, I love that song. That's a great song. Love After Hours.
And then.
All right, sorry. Continue.
And then number 5. Let's see. I haven't made it this far. Let me see. Let me remember all the Weeknd songs that I've repeated the most in my discography. Okay, checking. It's coming all together. It's a old song called Kissland. If you know that one, then holy shit, I would love you and respect you, and I would suck your cock if you know about Kissland, because a lot of people don't know. A lot of people do not know the hidden gem that is Kissland, that song.
Unfortunately, I do not. So, yeah. I mainly started picking up on the Weeknd around, like, 2016 when he dropped Starboy. Obviously I knew about what blew him up in 20. That's really when I started to know about him.
2015,
Was,
2015. My beauty behind the
yeah.
madness is when he shot to just
Yeah.
superstar. He just blew up.
Yeah, when I Can't Feel My Face blew up, like sky was the limit from there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but yeah, give Kissland at least a one-time listen. It's like a 6-minute song, but
yeah.
it's like a beat change up. Like it starts off like nice and hard, and just goes even more harder. If you like,
Right.
if you just want to, it's a mosh pit type of beat. It's a mosh pit song.
Oh, I love that.
I
love mosh pit songs. Great.
Yep. And Weeknd just does his thing, dude. He just flows. He just rides that motherfucker. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean he can rap, he can sing, he can do it all. That's why I like him.
Now, do you have a favorite underrated Weeknd song that a lot of people don't, appreciate that much?
Underrated.
Because I'll say mine. My favorite underrated song from him is "Faith" from After Hours. That one doesn't get.
Well,
talked
I mean,
a lot.
I have one that kind of
really
died
good.
down.
Mm-hmm.
I have one that a lot of people don't really talk about too much anymore, but it was really big at the time. Does that count?
Yeah.
Lost in the Fire.
Oh yeah, respect.
That's a great song.
Respectable.
Love that song. A lot of people don't really talk about it anymore, and yeah, I mean that's just a great song. I revisited it recently, and yeah, it's a good song to jam out to in the car, and
I know.
Yeah.
It's a good one, yeah. The second part of Faith, dude, just hits so fucking hard. What he says, like his words and how it matches up with the beat change and all the snares and stuff, like he rapped or he's saying this part exactly at this moment in the beat. It's just it's orgasmic. He just comes in when that bass just kicks in. Yeah, Faith, definitely super underrated.
I'll have to give that a listen too.
If you want a beat that's made by, again, Metro Boomin, the God, that's one of them, Faith.
Love Metro. Great guy.
Metro. Whew. Let me look at my notes. Well, actually, you know what? Just because we're pretty much already here, let me do the game show part.
A game show?
Yeah. Well, actually, before the game show, okay, so when it comes to the random quotes that I usually, ask people, can you give us the context?
No.
You only have 3.
No.
Unfortunately, you only have 3.
3, yes!
You only have 3 quotes out of the time
Let's
you've
go.
been here.
Hell yeah. All right, lay it on me. All right, I can do 3.
Okay. Why is your dick so realistic?
Dude. I forgot. Okay, I was watching one of your streams in Discord.
Uh-huh.
And I forgot what I think it was VR chat.
Most likely, yeah.
I think it was VR chat, and you whipped your dick out, and it looked so fucking real. Like if I whipped mine out right now, my avatar, like mine looks like plastic. Like it looks like shit. Like yours looked so real, and I was like, why is it so realistic? There's your context.
Yep.
So.
It was the ghosty avatar.
Just a curiosity question.
The kunai cyberpunk avatar. Yeah, they got the head, the shape, they even put the veins in there too.
Yeah, dude,
So
they went into so much detail. Oh my lord. Shows.
That was a good dick. And now
crazy.
small like my cock.
That's just me being autistic. I was in bed and I think I just woke up and someone said something about small, and you know how I like to respond to what people say with literally nothing that makes any sense? Yeah, so I said like small like my cock. It was just something I said. I don't know.
Okay, dude.
Random shit post moment. Don't K-dude me, you piece of shit.
And then the last one, I am going to kill Amaranth.
Yeah. Yes, that's a more recent one. So I don't know how this came up or whatever, but like I was talking about like I was just browsing through Twitch one day, and like Amaranth is there, and I'm like, damn, Amaranth is still doing her shit, and somehow I can't remember how this came up, but like I don't know, like something came up about like me wanting to kill Amaranth or something like that, and I made it a meme for like a day or two, where my name in Discord was Amaranth Killer, and anytime someone asked about it, I all I said was, "I'm going to kill Amaranth. I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna fucking murder her," and I would just go on a tangent. Like it was pretty funny. But now my persona is Spider Rope Hero Man,
Spider Rope Hero
which
Man.
rooted from, so you know like those knockoff apps that you see like in the App Store, like on a advertisement that's like it's supposed to portray something like IRL, but it isn't like actual. Like for example, like GTA knockoffs in the App Store.
Mm-hmm.
Like they call it something really close to the name, but it's not actually the name. It's like Grand Thief Car Auto, like something stupid like that. So I ran into an ad and it just read Spider Rope Hero Man, and Mello, who's actually pretty new to the server, I
Actually,
think.
she's been here since August. Yeah.
She's been here for okay. I had a
Yeah.
feeling she's been here for a while. Yeah. But Mello downloaded the game and streamed it in Discord, and you could buy a gun, and all you saw was Spider Rope Hero Man holding a fucking gun, and it was so fun. I don't know why it was so. I found it hilarious, but yeah, it looked like absolute garbage, but yeah.
Understandable.
hmm
Okay, now we get to do the fun part. You get to guess the roles.
Oh, I get to guess the roles of people. Nice.
Yep.
Let's go. I'm probably gonna do really bad at this, by the way.
Well, let's see how good you. We'll just see how good you do. You know, maybe you can speedrun this.
All right. Okay. Lay it on me.
All right. Bone Daddy.
King Tut.
There you go. See, you're getting the hang of this. Okay.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Dell.
There you go. You've been paying attention, yeah. Hammer time.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Um. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
mean, Hammer should give it away. If his role is Hammer time.
Hammer? Hammerjack?
Hammerjack, yeah.
Okay. I haven't really seen him around too much, like in VC.
Yeah, he
But-
took a nice hiatus, but he's back playing Val and CSGO and just chilling and vibing. VR chatting as well.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Hammerjack. That's my boy from Texas. Okay, the Living Papega.
Ooh, I feel like I know this one. Oh. Mm. Can I have a hint?
Their avatar that they usually, are in, it looks like Goju from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is Jarko.
Jarko. Okay.
Okie doke. Next one. Hog Rider.
That's me.
That's you now.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, next. Server retard.
Oh. Is it Tom?
I wish, but it's not.
Is it Jibbles?
It is. It's Jibbles.
It's Jibbles, yes. Nice.
Let's see. Ooh. Do you know who has big dick energy?
I've seen this one before. Is it you?
Nope.
No.
But thank you for considering me.
Ooh. Okay. Is it Nate?
It's not, no.
Okay, I give up.
It's Modflyer.
I would never have guessed that.
Do you know who has a legendary thought?
Is it a girl?
Yes.
Is it Meg?
It's not.
It's not Meg.
No.
Uh, hmm. I don't know. Go ahead.
Hershey cactus.
Hershey.
Yep.
God, why are you calling an underage woman a thought, man?
That's what they wanted, not me.
All right. She's like 15.
I just give people what they want. Name your name, name your color. There you go. The rest will just be you just earn from just shit posting
History.
memes. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is gonna be a new one that I'm gonna try on you. There's two people who have the
Oh,
same
hell yeah.
role, and you have to guess who they are.
Oh.
So far,
Okay.
just only two, but it'll probably change over time. Who has the legend Mexican roles?
Acno? Is that correct?
No.
Really? What?
Really?
Um. Oh my God. Are you asking me this? I don't know. Um.
The thing is, I actually made this role maybe like 1 or 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I don't know.
Just call out all the beaners you know.
I,
But there's only
I
two
feel
of
like
us.
the only person who likes to brag that he's. Wait, that's you, right?
That's one. I'm
Yes?
one of them.
No?
Yep. I'm one of them. Yep.
You're one of them. Who's the other one? Fuck. Um. I'll take the half credit. I don't know.
Naomi.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fuck off. Fuck you.
Squig.
Squid.
Okay. Who has hentai bunny?
Ooh. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Uh. Oh my God. Wow. It's someone who posts in hentai channel a lot. I'm pretty sure.
That is correct.
Um.
You are correct to assume that
Is it a woman?
they are.
It has to be a woman, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Uh. Wow. I'm getting really stumped on this. Oh wait, I just remembered we're still on the two-person one. Shit. So I have to guess two people.
Hentai bunny belongs to only one person.
Oh, it's only one person.
Yeah.
Oh. Um. It's right on, dude. Is it nerds?
It is. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Let's go.
Hit you with the next one. Who has rainbow kiss?
Rainbow kiss. Rainbow kiss. Rainbow kiss. Rainbow. This is also a girl. I know that.
This is true.
Rainbow kiss. Is it Hershey?
No. That would be
No.
awful. That would be terrible if it was her.
I don't know why I thought it was Hershey. um. Mm, I don't know. I feel like I should know, but I don't.
Grubbies.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay, I'll give you 2 more, okay?
Sure.
Crown Royal.
Say that again.
Crown Royal.
I have no clue. I've never seen that roll.
That belongs to Little Stick.
Stick. Okay.
Because that man only drinks his Crown Royal.
Ugh.
And then last one, Quackhead.
Ducky.
Nope.
Really?
Really?
Man, I find that offensive. What? It should be Ducky.
She has a lot of sus. She has a lot of sus roles, but not duck related, surprisingly.
Interesting. Quackhead. I don't know.
Bell.
Bell. Of course.
Of course.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is her roll Quackhead?
A lot of duck memes, and then I was like, "You like ducks? I'm gonna call you Quackhead."
I guess I wasn't around for the duck memes because she doesn't really talk much in the Discord anymore.
But we still love Belle. She's still nice and still cool.
Oh yeah, no, I love her. She's a sweetheart.
And that's pretty much the end of the line. You wanna just, I guess, final thing, like to close everything off and just wrap it up. Well, first, do you have any questions for me that I missed or could have asked?
No, not really. I don't think so. You've touched on just about everything. Oh, you should ask me about my roommates.
Oh, how are your roommates? How's college dorm
Awful.
life? Does it affect
Oh, it's
your
awful.
VR? Does it affect your VR chat experience? Your VC just hanging out? Is it a distraction?
I mean, sometimes, like, I don't know. Sometimes my roommates can be very loud, but it's only in the aspect of when they're watching sports. They bet on sports a lot. So, you know, if something doesn't go their way or something does go their way, they'll either scream or clap really loudly. And some people will hear that and be like, "What was that?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's just my roommates." So, and sometimes they'll barge into my room when my camera's on and VC and like do some weird shit. I don't know. But also recently they got a frog, a fish, and a bird.
Oh man.
I don't know why. Like this all happened one day. I come back from class and I see a bird.
Bird.
Well, no, I'm stupid. I come back from class, I go into my room, and somebody knocks on my door and is like, "Hey, you should come out." And I'm like, "Okay," so I come out. And my roommate's like, "You want to hold this?" And it was a box with a bunch of holes in it. And it had the bird in there, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" Because I had no clue what it was. It just had holes in it, and it was a box of holes in it. So I was like, "It has to be an animal, right?" And it said PetSmart on the front, so I was like, "That's an animal." So I had no clue what the hell it was, and I was like, "What is it?" And they're like, "It's a bird." And I'm like, "Why do we have a bird?" And they're like, "I don't know. We wanted a bird." I was like,
Bird.
So now we have a bird. I don't know. Like earlier, like it was chirping. I don't know if you could fucking hear that shit, but you know, it can be pretty loud. It's like scared of everything too, probably because we're so fucking loud. I don't know. But we had to put down the fish and the frog the other day because we just weren't feeding it properly. But we're trying to keep the bird like alive. Yeah, I know. No one really cared about the fish and the frog anyways. It's fine. Like the fish died and we just flushed it down the toilet. And I have no clue what the fuck we're doing with the frog now. I think the frog's dead too. I don't know.
I mean,
It's awful. Yeah, so the bird is still going strong. I think his name's like Jay Sean or some shit.
Jay Sean.
Some Jay Sean, yeah. I like asked what we're renaming it, and then my roommate just goes Jay Sean, and I'm like, what?
just the one hit
Jay
wonder
Sean.
dude. We're just gonna name it after one hit wonder guy.
Fuck. Yeah.
Jay
But
Sean.
yeah, Jay Sean, that's his name. But yeah, my roommates are just really loud. There are multiple holes in the ceiling because whenever a bet goes like a huge, like I'm talking like a huge bet. This is a rare occurrence. Like there's only like 4 holes in the wall over like the past 8 months that we've not eight, kind of however long we've been in school for. But yeah, like so Georgia football is like my favorite college football team. And when they won the national championship, I told my roommate, and his name's Hercules. Pretty cool name, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I tell him to get the broom and put a hole up in the ceiling as hard as you can if Georgia beats Alabama. And they beat Alabama. And he went through the drywall and that hole is huge. Like it's so big. It's it's bad. It's really bad. I don't know how the hell we're gonna repair that. We're gonna have to because I don't want to have to pay a stupid ass fine for a hole in the ceiling at the end of the year. But um, yeah. I mean they're just crazy hectic. I mean we have a bunch of political flags that make no sense around our room. Like it's a war zone in here, honestly. So, but they're cool. I like them.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying your dorm
So.
experience in college.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yep.
So, I guess to wrap it up, why care about Lando and why care about Legends? Why should we love Landito?
But why care about me?
Mhm.
I mean, I'm a pretty outgoing guy. I mean, it's like at first glance, I may seem really toxic, but that's just me. Like it's not me. It's not like in a serious manner either. It's just like
It's a bit, right?
me trying to be. Yeah, it's a bit. It's a
Mhm.
bit. Yeah, exactly. It's a bit. And uh yeah, I mean, aside from that, I can be a really kind guy to talk to if anyone has any personal issues, because trust me, I've gone through plenty. I'm going through a lot right now too.
Mhm.
But that's besides the point. Um yeah, I mean, I'm a great guy to hang out with if anyone needs a drinking buddy. I mean, here I am.
He is the guy for you.
I'm a
He is.
I am a huge alcoholic and I'm not proud of it, but well, I kind of am, but at the same time I'm not because sometimes I can go a bit overboard. Um in the morning, obviously, I rarely get hangovers, right?
Okay.
But when I do, it sucks. Like I had one this morning because for whatever reason I decided to get drunk with stick last night,
Mhm.
and
On a Wednesday night out of all
on a
days.
Wednesday, dude, on a fucking Wednesday, it was fun though. That was a really fun night. We were just chilling and drinking night, just vibing and shit like that. And I feel like that's another reason, you should get to know me, man. Because like I'm a cool guy to hang out with. I feel like but yeah, and so why care about Legends?
Mhm.
Well, I mean, Legends is probably the best Discord server I have ever been a part of. It's very welcoming. It's very you're welcomed with open arms, and coming into the server at first I was kind of like because like I said with the Christmas party, I was struggling to meet new people, but once you just join VC, like I mean you could just join VC randomly and like not know anyone and just start talking, and people will want to get to know you, they'll want to talk to you. And I think that's really special, and it says a lot about the server. Like a lot of people just want to get to know each other and have a big friend group to be a part of. And I mean there's like barely any toxicity in the server, which is something I really enjoy. Really, really enjoy. I mean, there is toxicity if we're just trying to, be funny with each other, but like in terms of like real toxicity that gets under people's skin, there's little to none, I feel like, which is something I really appreciate because I feel like no one has to deal with toxicity. It's just so petty and annoying and dumb. But uh yeah, I mean Legends is great. It's a great friend group. It's a great way to meet new people if you're struggling to find new people to meet. Um, and obviously that once you meet more people in the server, you'll get to know friends of friends of friends, and you'll just build a big friend group, and it's great. I love it. I think Legends is definitely worth checking out, and it's a great place to be.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, thank you for all that, man. Thank you for taking the time to come and talk to me and just hang out, bro.
Yeah, dude, thank you for having me. Like, it's a pleasure. I appreciate it.
For real. And now for, I guess, for the camera, can you just give it a nice big squid game?